There's something deeply calming about stepping into a backyard that feels less like a home exterior and more like a private resort. A space where architecture, nature, and lifestyle come together effortlessly. Where the boundaries between indoors and outdoors disappear, and every detail feels intentional, slow, and indulgent. Welcome back to Homey Studio. And if you're new here, this is where we explore spaces that feel calm, elevated, and timeless, one design story at a time. In today's video, we'll walk through modern resort-inspired backyards that connect seamlessly to indoor interiors, focusing on materials, landscaping, water features, furniture, lighting, and the small details that transform an outdoor space into a true sanctuary. These modern resort-like backyards are not designed to impress at first glance alone. They are designed to be experienced. To be lived in during quiet mornings, warm afternoons, and softly lit evenings. They borrow inspiration from luxury resorts, boutique hotels, and modern retreats, but reinterpret them for everyday living. Indoor-outdoor connection and architecture. At the heart of every resort-like backyard is a powerful indoor-outdoor connection. This relationship defines how the space feels, flows, and functions. Large sliding glass doors, floor-to-ceiling windows, and fully retractable walls dissolve the barrier between the interior living space and the backyard. From inside the home, the garden becomes a living artwork, framed views of greenery, water, and sky replacing traditional walls. The architecture is modern and understated. Clean lines, flat or gently sloped roofs, and natural materials like stone, wood, and concrete create a calm, cohesive backdrop. Nothing feels overly decorative. Instead, the beauty comes from proportion, balance, and restraint. As doors open, indoor flooring often continues outdoors, polished concrete, stone tiles, or wood decking extending seamlessly into the yard. This continuity visually enlarges the space and reinforces the feeling of one unified environment rather than separate zones. The backyard becomes an extension of the living room, dining area, or even the kitchen, designed for movement, comfort, and everyday luxury. Swimming pools and water features. Water is the soul of a resort-like backyard. Even the simplest pool design can completely transform the atmosphere when approached with intention. Modern pools favor clean geometry, rectangular forms, sharp edges, and minimal detailing. The focus is on the water itself, calm, reflective, and visually soothing. Wide pool steps submerged just below the surface, finished in smooth stone or concrete, invite slow, relaxed entry. Sunlight dances across the water, creating soft reflections on nearby walls and ceilings. Some designs incorporate shallow lounging ledges with submerged seating, allowing the pool to function as both a visual feature and a place to unwind. Others integrate subtle water elements, thin overflow edges, linear fountains, or gentle cascades that add sound and movement without overwhelming the space. Surrounding materials are deliberately tactile: natural stone pavers, warm wooden decks, and textured concrete surfaces that feel grounding under bare feet. The pool isn't meant to dominate, it's meant to anchor the backyard, offering calm luxury rather than spectacle. Landscaping, plants and garden layers. Landscaping is what truly gives a resort-like backyard its soul. It's not just about greenery, it's about composition, layering, and how nature frames the architecture. Modern resort gardens rely on intentional planting rather than abundance. Instead of filling every corner, plants are arranged in layers: tall trees or palms forming structure, mid-height shrubs creating softness, and low ground cover grounding the design. Tropical plants, olive trees, palms, ornamental grasses, and sculpted shrubs are popular choices. They bring movement, texture, and a relaxed rhythm that mirrors high-end resorts. The fine edges of palm leaves catching sunlight. The contrast between matte stone walls and glossy green foliage Gravel beds, stone borders, and raised planters that separate greenery from walkways with quiet elegance. Pathways are often narrow and subtle, natural stone, concrete stepping slabs, or soft gravel, guiding movement without interrupting the visual calm. These paths don't shout for attention, they gently invite exploration. In resort-style backyards, gardens are never decorative fillers. They are spatial tools, used to define zones, create privacy, soften architecture, and slow down the experience of the space. Outdoor furniture, decor and styling details. Outdoor furniture is where comfort meets design in a resort-like backyard. Every piece feels intentional, relaxed, and quietly luxurious. Modern resort styling favors low-profile lounge seating with deep cushions, neutral fabrics, and natural textures. Think soft beige, warm taupe, stone gray, and sun-washed tones that echo the surrounding materials. Zoomed-in shots highlight details that elevate the space, the weave of a chair's fabric, the smooth curve of a wooden armrest, the subtle imperfections in handcrafted ceramic planters. Furniture placement is generous and unforced. Seating clusters form around pools, fire features, or shaded pergolas, inviting conversation, rest, and slow afternoons. Decor is minimal but meaningful. Large sculptural planters, outdoor rugs, stone side tables, and soft textiles add warmth without clutter. Nothing feels overly styled. Everything feels lived in, relaxed, and timeless. The goal isn't to recreate an indoor living room outdoors, it's to create an atmosphere that feels effortless, breathable, and grounded in nature. Lighting, evening mood and resort atmosphere. As daylight fades, a resort-like backyard truly comes alive through lighting. This is where atmosphere replaces structure, and emotion replaces form. Lighting in modern resort yards is never harsh or overpowering. Instead, it's layered, warm, and intentionally subtle. Soft ground lights highlight pathways and stone textures. Low garden lighting uplifts plants, casting delicate shadows across walls and floors. A small recessed light washing over concrete steps. A warm glow reflecting off pool water at night. Hidden LED strips tucked beneath seating, stairs, or planters, adding depth without revealing their source. Fire features, whether a linear fire pit or a sculptural fireplace, add both warmth and movement. The flicker of flame introduces a human, primal element that contrasts beautifully with modern materials. At night, the backyard becomes intimate, private, quietly luxurious. The house, softly illuminated from within, becomes part of the landscape, its glass surfaces reflecting water, greenery, and light, reinforcing the seamless indoor-outdoor connection. A modern resort-like backyard is more than a design trend. It's a lifestyle shift. It's about slowing down. About creating spaces that invite rest instead of rush. Spaces where architecture supports calm, and nature becomes part of daily living. Through thoughtful indoor-outdoor connections, layered landscaping, refined water features, comfortable furniture, and intentional lighting, these backyards transform homes into private retreats. They remind us that luxury doesn't need to be loud. That beauty lives in balance, texture, and light, and that the most powerful spaces are the ones that make us feel something. Thank you for spending this time with us at Homey Studio. If you enjoyed this journey through resort-inspired outdoor living, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time.